Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Bakbattahl. Shall we go and meet with him? Fret not, master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow? I mislike that. You from Vermont? 'Tis beastrons like you what bring shame upon the rest of us. True beastrons call Bakbattahl home. Go suffer for your porridge in Vermont, you damn lickspittle. What? Got something to say about it? Eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods, alone. That is. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
That's enough.
Flee! Your lives are in jeopardy.
You've been warned. I shan't be responsible for your lives if you decide not to listen.
Like me to fight alongside you, just say the word. Is our wrath not better saved for different foes?
I'll not take that. Stand strong. Go. Stand strong.
Well now, quite the brawl we're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. Oh no, I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him? From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Aye? Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
It's no great shock to me. Simply give the order, and I shall fight by your side.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened. I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
Ah, yes. You're the one who aided us in storming the Coral Snake's hideout. I've been questioning Hugo, the bandit we took into custody, but he refuses to answer any of my questions. In fact, he's hardly said a word. The lad's been sent back to his cell for now, but perhaps I could trouble you to talk with him. I seem to recall that he recognized you. Are you acquainted? At any rate, methinks you might have more success loosening his lips than I.
Right, just follow me.
Dead on my feet.
Mornings get earlier as your bones get older.
'Tis clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there for now.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes. We've naught to ponder but our success, for come what may, we will triumph!
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
I do feel nice.
Always has nothing doing.
Interested in my work? Methinks I could improve upon this point. I might nod off if I'm not careful.
My bed holds, and I shan't resist.
It's my back's acting up today.
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk. Well, go on then. Don't dawdle, and I'll thank you not to distract the jailers from their charge.
We shall await you here, Master.
What are you here for, huh? Come to give me your pity? Or just have a laugh? I'll not suffer either. Piss off.
Ort's got the whelp's tongue as per usual. I would have thought he'd be glad to start spilling secrets. The leader of the Coral Snakes left him for dead, didn't he? Not sure what's keeping him quiet, but 'twould only be to his benefit were he to tell us all he knows.
Oi, enough talk. You've a prisoner to watch.
Yes, sir. Apologies, sir.
Just piss off. I ain't interested in talking. Understand? I'm such a fool. My parents were killed by brigands. And I've no doubt I'd have followed them to an early grave if Lanzo hadn't taken me in. He made me a part of the coral snakes. Gave me a home, a life. I wanted to repay him however I could, so I did what he told me. I know it ain't right to steal, but I thought I could use all that gold I filched to help someone, like Lanzo did for me. I didn't take it for myself, it was for the poor. I wanted to give people a chance to choose a better path in life, instead of ending up like me. That's why I did the things I did. Understand, and I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout. 'Twas all an act. So if you're waiting for me to talk, cuz, don't hold your breath. That's why, and I don't believe for a moment.
Aye. What can I... Oh, you want the banded whelp released, do you? I suppose I could consider it. Aye, being head jailer has its privileges. I could accommodate such a request if I were so inclined. Of course, you'd need to prove your integrity first. I can't go around unlocking cells for just anyone. Aye, you've made your case well. I'll see to it that the request for the lad's release is put through. But you might have to be patient. One cannot rush these things.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
"'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside. Fancy a gander? Fine, where's single shadow?
Well met.
I've been on my feet.
There's no harm in a bit of merriment, I say.
Welcome, and well met.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My vision's growing worse by the day, I fear. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled, On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing, for the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet. If I can get my hands on a quince, they're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard quince is a native to Bakbattahl. Shall we see if we can't find some?
I suppose I ought to mention this as well. So many sorcerers gathered makes for quite a sight.
I worry about our frailty. But I suppose our foes' attacks must first connect in order to do any damage.
Here, if you please. Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different attack.
Thank you, Arisen.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm. Not sure why, but I'm feeling exceptionally fine today. A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
If we've a destination in mind, an oxcart would get us there with little effort.
Well, we've few other means of transport at our disposal.
Just give up. This only ends one way. I'm gonna eat you.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. come over here.
Rise, raging winds, and scatter our foes!
At once, master.
Rattlers are upon us!
Ice attacks could only be to the advantage. We'll have to try something else. Witness my magic!
You have my protection.
Much obliged.
Take a moment to recover. Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction. Of course, it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? I can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done. We've strayed off course. A different path would deliver us quicker now. I'll lead the way. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I serve preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
not live to regret this.
Asps attack with the fell venom.
I suppose I'll handle this.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. I end up
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but I long to make things right after what transpired at the coronation. What baleful art could grant one other than the Arisen control over pawn?
I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness. Tell is, here's the curious wood that I've got my hands on.
Give me a moment to think, will you?
made my legs ache of
How might
fright.
I be of service? Lots to do. Precious little time.
Bunches, sluggers. Blood.
Time to be heading. Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Something good will come of today. I just know it. How much of a lesson you dead on my feet.
Tis a thrilling life.
Come on, have a look.
Twould be a wasted opportunity.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
Well met.
Battal's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
Back to it. Suppose.
Time to be heading home.
Bones grow weary.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Greetings, sir. You hear about the whelp, I presume? I've not forgotten our arrangement, but I'm afraid things aren't going as smoothly as I'd hoped. It's my superiors, you see. They understand that there are some extenuating circumstances, but the lad's still a thief. They're not convinced he should be released so soon. Normally, I'd let the matter lie, but methinks I could find the courage to try again with only a little motivation. What say you, sir? Have you any words of encouragement for me? Aye, that's just what I needed to hear. I'll see about securing the lad's release anon. You really must care for the whelp to go so far for him. Let's hope he's worth it, eh?
Good to see you, Master. feel nigh invincible!
Face it, no one's coming to my rescue.
I'm scarcely turning my back for someone else.
I might stay a while. My talent's lost.
You shan't hear me complain. When I think of my travels, 'tis a mighty warrior who springs to mind. A more doughty champion I've never seen.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Shall we get underway?
I ought to turn in for the night.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Off would forget the value of a moment's contemplation.
Now, where was I bound again? At least my back's not acting up today.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Gladly stay a while. Nary a dental scratch on my arms and armor.
Time to go home and write down the day's.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
My stomach's growling. Time for an early supper.
My body will forgive me for last night's scuffle.
I must people's...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. I had some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again. Yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
The secret to my lustrous life to enjoy life where and when I can.
I have no issue.
Go on, have a look.
Time to be good. I never leave.
Straight from me.
While the sun shines.
My bed, please. Sharp resist.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
I'm surrounded by winches on all sides.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Bakbattahl has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
Who are ye supposed to be? Fie. Are they onto me? Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once! That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, Your Majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Bakbattahl is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing. Go there to recuperate.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
I shall have to polish my equipment later.
Near enough.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
I mustn't let this get out of hand.
I'll not let a single shadow slip.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
Bed calls, and I shan't. Go on, have a look.
No sense
been
travelling
pretty
when
kind.
I'm happy
Bob
as
Morley's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Looking for aught in particular?
My bed.
Here's a welcome sight.
Hear this. Last week, I passed along the...
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Bakbattahl. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have. Look as long as you please. Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls? But always a pleasure.
Interested in my wares?
Just as it should be.
Go on, have a look.
Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've many thanks. Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a... whim. You've many thanks.
Dead on my feet.
Go on,
Maybe I'll
have a look.
Want to accept life without stops complaining? How can I get this all and come out right?
Go home right now.
Aiming for I'm too tired.
All day.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Who are you supposed to be then, eh? Quit staring. Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout. Yeah, ain't funny really. But seeing you's reminding me of that bleeding runt's face. I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Boo-hoo! Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like a babe without its mum. Of course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
Hugo's been following Lanzo around ever since he was a kid. Wouldn't quit it neither, even when it got him a beating. Still, there's a use for whelps like him. Guards aren't like to throw a brat in jail for pocketing a few trinkets. They can earn their own living that way. When one shop starts getting suspicious, they just move on to another. Easy pickings for a kid. And having a few whelps along makes setting up in a new town a trice. The guards don't suspect a thing. But Hugo had gotten too big for that, see? We'd run out of uses for him. Well, save throwing him to the dogs, so as we could make our escape. Hard to believe the lad never figured out we was using him. Real loggerhead, that one. Did he ever tell you his story? About how his parents were killed by brigands or some such? Couldn't be more obvious who that was, eh? His mum was a comely lass. Don't remember a thing about his da. We roughed them up, had a bit of fun. Emptied their purses and the like. Lanzo slit their throats himself. 'Twas hard not to laugh, watching daft little Hugo grow up, hanging off Lanzo's bootstraps and never questioning a damn thing. We've a new hideout now, over on the ancient battleground. Aye, I ain't afraid to tell you that. I might owe Lanzo a favour or two, but not enough to rot in here for him. In fact, why don't you go pay him a visit, eh? Ain't right that I'm the only one in this hole. What do you want now? What?
He said... What? That can't be right, but... If he did that to me... Then what about all those kids? He can't have killed all their parents too. Can he? No. Tell me it's all a lie, damn you!
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Interested in my wares?
I might nod off. Time to get to work.
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Well met.
Dull days for us.
A customer, then. That changes things.
I'm in no hurry to
I've the spirit of a woman heart, my
These whelps have the power.
fancy a look at my wares.
You've pushed your luck too far. Sorry, but I'm not taking any passengers just now.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer.
This ox cart can't let you on till you've paid.
It is quiet about.
You're not getting in here on that.
Let me think on this.
How might I be of service?
Polishing my armor can wait till the...
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The item you requested is complete. Hope to see you again.
My own master oft crafts such forgeries.
Well, well. Colour me surprised.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance?
It seems to me the shopkeep could have afforded a discount.
Arisen! I knew you loved this.
holy power. Such attacks will have little effect.
You've been doused in oil. You must steer clear of fire. Methinks we can move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. Miss, then you shame us both. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted. Now here's more to interest. A ballista.
Let us make use of this during battle. No doubt, 'twould catch our foes unawares.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness. Aught fell from the beast that had breathed its last. I cannot fall to prowess.
Nice of you to say so.
He said.
You'll not get past me!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Well done.
Come on, put up a fight. Get back here. Any loose boy in about? Where do you think you're going, eh? Get back here.
Do you know who you're dealing with? Bugger off if you want to see the morrow.
Come on, you don't scared. You should be. Don't get scared.
I shan't let them harm you.
I'll encamp the Saints, and we'll overwhelm our foe with our combined magics.
Hugo from staining its hands any further.
You? This your work, then? I came to get my vengeance, only to find all those who could give it to me already dead. Fine. Seems my entire life's a farce, and I'm the only one not laughing. I don't rightly know where to go from here. What am I to do now? An honest life, huh? What a lark. This is the only life I've ever known. It's too late for me to change paths now. Oi. Listen, do you really think someone like me could live an honest life after all that's happened? I've always wanted to try. Earning an honest living, I mean. But what could I do? Not sure as I've many skills, save picking pockets. And no one would want me working for him, would they? You know of a place I could work? Work? You think I could work there? For true? What? You went out and looked for a job for me, but why? Why would you put yourself to all that trouble? I give it a try, I suppose. Not sure how it'll turn out, but it's a start at least. I'll do my best not to make a mess of it. Oh, and thank you, cuz.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
A customer, then. That changes things.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
Shall we follow, Master?
This is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afraid of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! Did I? Did I do it? A failure, then. Ah, well. I suppose our fortunes were ne'er likely to turn so easily. I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. My dears, can you forgive me for my foolishness?
Oh, Isaac.
You two had the right of it all along. I ne'er should have chased after a silly dream like this.
Father, I shouldn't have complained. I know you do your best for us. You always have.
Enough of that now. You've naught to apologize for. 'Tis a father's duty to provide for his children. I only wish I could give you more. You have my gratitude, Sir Arisen. Though I failed in my quest, I've learnt much. And from this moment forth, I'll be focusing my energies on naught but my trade. I hope I can count on your continued patronage, sir.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Bakbattahl. Shall we go and meet with him? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
This isn't much.
Forgive me, Arisen. I shall see to it this does not happen again. You shan't hear me Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark sent... Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but 'tisn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes. Which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. It is a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as
Shift
fine
only just begun.
Could use a rest.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Business could be better, but I'm scraping.
Ah, that's right. I must fetch those wings. Why is Vermont funding our research? What do they have to gain from it?
I don't know. Truth be told, I've ne'er asked. But I heard a rumor that 'tis all part of a plot to put the prince, though I suppose he's the regent-kin o'er there, on the throne.
What? Where did you hear that rubbish? How's what we're doing here bear any relation to a scheme like that?
'Tis only what I heard, but you're quite right, it doesn't make much sense. I suppose 'tis a rumour best ignored after all.
I do wonder what the director's plotting, but... frankly, as long as Bakbattahl is left out of it, I don't rightly care what he gets up to.
What was the missive that just arrived?
Oh, you know. The usual. From Vernworth, bound straight for the archives. Not to be opened.
Another one? What is the director up to? Well, never mind that. Did we get any other deliveries today, perchance?
Surely you're not expecting another one of your love letters? Why, just the other day, you were warned not to use this address for personal correspondences. You really mustn't be so imprudent. Need I remind you that if word of our activities here was to get out, we could be shut down?
Yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Now come, enough gossiping. We've work to be getting on with.
Arisen! Are you alright?
You'll not live to regret this.
These writings could be of import.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
I don't want to think anymore.
Have mercy! I've been...
I have no issue falling asleep.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Shall we get underway?
Interested in my wares?
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next pay.
Say, have you noticed? Each and every pawn here is a bistron.
Perhaps we might compare the sheen of our fur. Why does the sea fill me with such unease?
Well, we shan't be diving in anytime soon.
Rattlers, master!
This bow isn't troubled by lightning strike.
with you in but a moment. While beyond the rift, I recall hearing a rumor that such forgeries may be used to win people's favor.
Unbelievable!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Open your eyes!
Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
By your
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Who are you? No, never mind. 'Tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be. Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to... However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins. 'Tis for ye to determine what that bond constitutes, be it a hapless fate or a curious boon. The Godsway. Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Bakbattahl came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, sir, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Then go. But visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, remember, then I bid ye farewell.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Well met, sir.
Reckon these skulls if you want to be chopped off.
Peruse at your... Yes, sir. Dead on my feet.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
I could die happy.
So tired, barely the vim to time.
Well met.
Depend upon my vigilance. What's today's work? Interested in my wares? Wait for the new equipment.
Bitter glares dog our steps wherever we tread here in Bakbattahl. 'Tis clear its people hold no love for we pawns.
Let no hardship keep...
Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a pleasure doing business.
A customer then. That changes things.
Well met.
'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Pleasant surroundings make for clear.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Looking for all in
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
What an hobgoblin!
Lightning has electrified potential against this one. A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
It is no great shock to me.
How's this? You keep your life, and I take the rest.
Hand over all the coin in your hands now. And I take the rest.
They mean us harm. How adorable.
Focus your strength, Arisen. Then I shall remain by your side. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. At least I go knowing I fought.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Very well. I'll guide you there directly. petrified. It is its head that emanates petrifying light. Strike well, and we might be able to... He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? The Medusa! One cannot help but feel indomitable. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? I've heard tell that the severed head of a Medusa harbours great and terrible power. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings? We pawns are mere travellers from beyond the rift. What cause have the Bakbattahl to regard us with such hostility?
Welcome, and well met. Always a pleasure.
A customer then. That changes things.
Tis just another day, same as the one afore it. Tranquil places such as this.
Go on, have a look. Hoy, looking to change your vocation, perchance? No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to... Many thanks.
A customer then. That changes things.
Heading home. What was it I had to do?
Time to be heading. Well met.
I've all I need.
A sharp wit can work through any problem. You shan't him. A good sleep does wonders. Pleasant surroundings make
I ought to check my stock. See what's running low.
I must.
Well met.
This isn't much to go on.
Slim pickings of late.
I'm dead on my feet. But I've much to do yet.
There's no easy thing. Taking over on my shoulders.
I swear I've never slept better.
Why? Peruse it.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. 'Tis a happy
We meet again. An unexpected meet. If we've a destination in mind, an ox cart will get us there with little effort.
As it so happens, there's a shortcut nearby. I found it myself in another world. Perchance you'd like to see it? Would seem our fight is not yet done.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
Very well. I must. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Then I shall remain by your side. A mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Shall we hop on? We need to let our feet do all the work.
I shan't let the convicts. Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
Miss, and you shame us both.
Get my hands on you!
You'll not live to regret this.
Excuse me? Stand and find, you gutless wanderer! What? Lost your nerve, have you?
Give it up! You've nowhere to go!
You take me for a fool.
That'll teach you.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
It is well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
This one's shaking.
Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I grapple you, see? gazing skyward.
Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
I hope you weren't expecting this, Watch out for the knackers, Master.
It cannot weather ice's numbing grip.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether it will be sooner or later, that's for you to decide. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but... without a mage among our ranks, we've no one to heal us in times of need.
Flee! Your lives are in jeopardy.
You've been warned. I shan't be responsible for your lives if you decide not to listen.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. All creatures who know death cling to life.
I see no merit in hunting down such cravens.
I'll not stand for this.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd show. Now, are you ready to aid me in sketching that griffin? Remember, you'll need to draw the fight out as long as you can. I must behold the creature from every angle if I am to coax it, lifelike, from the stone. Marvellous. Up we go then.
Let us accompany Sir Fulvio and face this griffin.
'Twould behoove us not to fall too far behind our guide.
Positively speaking. Can it be? Did you use a Medusa's head just now, Arisen? Pray, show it to me. No, wait. On second thought, best not. But to think you would be in possession of such a thing. You certainly are full of surprises. I cannot thank you enough, Arisen. With this, I shall doubtless be able to chisel a griffin most glorious.
I wonder how Sir Fulvio's sculpture is coming along. Mayhap 'twould behoove us to pay him a visit. Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
I knew you would come, Arisen One. You seek answers, and you shall have them, if 'tis within my power to know them. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth. A warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows ere near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harve Village, if you would learn from him.
That was superb, Arisen.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
I find. Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times we live in. You know where to find.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Wait till the new equipment's coming.
Well met.
This place fills me with
Go on, have a look.
Clark, I will await you at his estate in Vernworth's noble quarter.
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. I haven't the words. 'Tis simply a masterpiece. I shall be honored to pass this on to future generations. Let us give a thunderous round of applause for Master Fulvio, who has granted the world an unparalleled gift, and for the good Arisen, who aided him in his noble venture.
Never have I beheld a sculpture so remarkable. Of course, 'twas your efforts that made this possible, Arisen.
Indeed. My own master and I failed to craft any plan so ingenious, and the result was markedly inferior.
I have no issue falling a...
Our adventure continues.